Good afternoon. When Tekion started doing this type of a format here at NADA just a few years ago, it was a bit of a shock to the system, an interruption. What's going on? They moved the stage inside the show, stole the limelight. Now, it's become really the place to be and hear the news, not just sizzle, but the stake on where the industry is going. You might say, hey, what's a finance guy doing introducing the CEO and co-founder of Tekion? Quick funny story. FM Capital, all we do is auto tech investing. So we're kind of paid to be cynical. A lot of dealer investors, vendors, entrepreneurs who have been successful, made money in the space, saying, what's next? We met Jay and the team almost 10 years ago. Disruptive, cloud-native DMS. Said, can't be done. It's too hard. The road to transformation is littered with carnage from folks that have said, I got a better way, and can't do it. Many of you know already and have direct experience to say, Jay and the team have been different. What startup says, hey, let's buy a dealership and figure this out in our own testing ground? Who says, let's get the OEMs on board first, as opposed to, let's try to get this groundswell and annoy them with enough dealer drumbeat. Let's bring them in as partners early. Who says, let's go after the toughest customers in the business, the larger enterprise scale 30, 40, 50 rooftop dealerships? Tekion. So my story gets better. We didn't just let the fish get away. We had a dealer investor say about early days of COVID, I did a DMS transformation with Tekion and it went better than I thought, not worse. It was a mic drop moment for us in 2020. Said, wait a minute, let's revisit those assumptions that we've made. Maybe we were wrong. So the fish got a lot bigger, but it didn't get away, and we were privileged to gain a small share and a great partnership that's just only expanded over the years with Jay and Guru and Jacob and the whole team at Tekion. So hopefully that cynical backdrop is helpful for you as a dealer and as an existing customer to hear not just this interruption show that disrupted NADA a few years ago, but to come back today, every year, to say, what does Jay and the team have to say about where the industry's going? I just came from a lunch with our largest dealer investors talking about what's going on with AI, what do we as dealers do to adapt and take advantage of it? And the two themes were, I need fewer vendors, and I need more control of my data. With that backdrop, it's my privilege to introduce Jay Vijayan, my friend and partner, CEO and co-founder of Tekion.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? Doing great, I guess. Thank you. And thanks for being here. I know there's a lot of things going on, a lot of flashy things as well. Here, as you know, every year I do this. We want to keep it real. We hold ourselves accountable. And as you could see the title, I know everyone talks about AI. And we want to share very openly what we have been doing, right? The AI you can trust. I'll tell you a lot more details why, because trust is not easily found. It has to be earned, right? And then the innovation that you can count on. Of course, a lot of people talk about innovation. I'm going to show you what we have done and what we are doing. And then the last one, important one, there is a future that you can really be excited about. And I am excited about. I know many of you are. If you are not, I'm going to prove why you need to be excited about, okay? All right, with that, we brought from the early days, Mark did a great job talking about how we formed. From early days, for us it's about the ecosystem, because
end of the day, we have to work together. Automotive is a massive ecosystem. We can lift each other really, really well. End of the day, you need to serve to the consumer what they are looking for. So that's why we came up with that vision of delivering Automotive Retail Cloud, Automotive Enterprise Cloud, Automotive Partner Cloud. So I'm going to go deeper. So what have we done in Automotive Retail Cloud? And then I'm going to talk about a lot more on the Partner Cloud as well. What did we do so far? How is it all coming together? What progress we've made in 2025, okay? Not a lot about Enterprise Cloud, but there's going to be a session with the president of General Motors tomorrow morning on the Enterprise Cloud. But as I said, it's an ecosystem. You need to seamlessly connect with your manufacturers, your OEM. You need to run your operations in a most efficient way. You need to connect with all the technology partners in the ecosystem to deliver a seamless experience for your consumers, okay? That's the goal, and that's always been the goal. All right. 2025, I always share, what progress we have made. This is multiple things, right? It's about transparency, accountability, and delivering value. And we truly believe that's in our DNA. What value we deliver, that's how we grow in value. There are, one thing I'll say, imitation is the best form of flattery. Some of you who've been here many years, you may know what we started even in terms of how we present ourselves as a booth, in terms of what we say, what we deliver. You see around the entire NADA Expo, a lot of people have started doing. But end of the day, now it comes down to true proof of what do we deliver, right? So I'm going to share some progress in 2025, some highlight moments. As an organization, what did we do? And then I'm also going to share some KPIs specific to what does it do for my business, right? As dealers, what is in it for me? What have you done, right? So let's start the bigger picture. So we are over 3,000 rooftops, growing rapidly as a company. Thanks to many of you, right? Most of you. I have some great partners, great dealer partners and customers here. Thanks to all of you. Really appreciate the partnership, what you have done for us, how we collaborate. I can see some of them, I also kind of, draw that excitement. When they see a new product, new feature, they really grab it right away and say, we want to be part of it, we want to collaborate, okay? So we are growing also in revenue, which is very important, right? And I publicly stated last year, we're on track to be truly profitable as a company this year. So we're growing phenomenally well. So really proud of everything we have done and the team that is being executing. See, end of the day, fundamentally, unit economics are strong. We are always been profitable. The reason we have not been profitable as an organization because we invest in new development, new products, new things again and again, including AI. But in spite of all of those, with all of your support, we're going to be profitable and we will stay profitable and keep growing as an organization. That's important. I know it's important for some of you and important for us as well. Payments, lot of things that we have processed. You see over $10 billion and continues to grow. We've sold over 2.4 million cars on the platform. So the overall total number of cars sold in the US, around 16 million. So we are continuing to grow over 10% and keep growing really fast, right? And then serviced over 17 million cars on the platform. And then we have 120K users, all right. And then on the platform itself, what did we deliver? Many of you know, but I'll state this. I don't think any other company can claim this, right? This is something I'm proud to claim. We delivered 3,000 features last year to our customers, to our dealers. The year before, when I was here at NADA in New Orleans, it's kind of one of the tough NADAs, but I was saying the year before we delivered 2,700 features. We keep pushing the bar higher. This doesn't include fixing bugs for you, which is that's on my team and that's on us to fix. But 3,000 features, it's all about innovation. How do we keep innovating? And then, of course, I'm going to talk a lot about AI, what we have done in 2025, and what's coming in 2026, okay? With that said, what's important for you? Okay, you've delivered all of these 3,000 features. What have we done for our business? Of course, many of you know, but I want to share some metrics, right? Delivering value with key performance indicators that matter to dealers. I'm just picking the top 3 that usually, many of you track every single day, okay? Here is an industry standard, widely published. There is also fine print from its NADA, Presidio, Stone Eagle, some very well-known industry benchmark in terms of numbers. Fixed ops, you all know this, dollars per RO is very important to drive the fixed ops business, right? And then back-end PVR, right? It's your profit per vehicle retailed, right? It's very important metric. Are you running your business? Are you making profit? right? And F&I, another very important metric. So this is the industry average. Let's see the top 25% of Tekion dealers. Again, we are all about data. We collect a lot of information. Boom. See this number. Sorry if I'm in the middle, right? 40%, the top 25% of Tekion dealers. Again, I won't claim credit. Everything is done by Tekion. Of course, you all run phenomenal operations. It's kind of, the marriage goes phenomenally well. If you're a great operations, and if you're fully utilizing Tekion, you're 40% above. If you're on the top 35%, you're 40% above of an industry average, 72% above on the back-end PVR, and F&I index 60% above. Okay. Then now you can ask the question like, okay, what about, okay, that's top 25%. What about entire Tekion population? See, it doesn't matter, where you come from. As long as you're on Tekion, you're doing well above the industry average. As long as you're a Tekion customer, our Tekion top across all dealerships, dollars per RO is 558, right? Significantly high, 21% higher. And then back-end PVR 11% and F&I index is 5%. So it's all about, we measure it because we want to push the value higher and higher for our dealer partners, right? This is not going to stop here. I'm even more excited with AI. We can do a lot more to bring value for our dealer partners, all right? Okay. One other thing we did in 2025, and you will see widespread, enterprise, doesn't have to be only for large public groups, right? Yes, they need it, absolutely. Doesn't matter if you have 2 dealerships or 3 rooftops, you still can operate as an enterprise, having a central view for everything. You can measure performance across the groups, compare. So what we delivered is across the board, you can control things enterprise-wide. So be it you're a 3 dealerships, 30 or 300, you pretty much get enterprise for everyone. So we made enterprise for all dealerships in 2025, okay? All right, so this is on the Partner Cloud. So Partner Cloud, as I mentioned, it's an ecosystem, very important for us to connect the ecosystem together seamlessly and securely. So we keep pushing the bar higher, thanks to all of our technology partners as well. So it's a process. I know we can always do more, but with the demand we have, mainly from dealer partners and technology partners to integrate, the way we prioritize is always by our dealers. It's by our customers. If our dealer partners say, okay, this is a great technology partner, Jay and team, we want to get integrated through your strategic partnership or API, that's how we go by. So we have some great partners, and that's been growing great. You see the numbers, right? We have 700 plus partners there. So with that, we are, as our philosophy, always keep pushing the bar higher. So with the Partner Cloud, we are growing beyond APIs. We are introducing Tekion App Store. So this is something where we could have dealers literally, we have a hub already. You can look for integration partners. We are going for truly applications that you could look, review, and literally sign up from there. So I have one of our first partners I'm proud to partner with. I'll be bringing him on the stage. So here is the Tekion App Store. So we're going to keep adding more partners to this so that you have visibility right there, and then you have also pretty much control of all the apps that you could use for your dealership, even outside of Tekion. And then here is the first partner. Thank you, Wally and Scott Davis. If I can invite Scott Davis to the stage. Thank you, Scott.
Hello, hello. Very excited to be here. For those of you that don't know, we have BDC software, and we do AI call intelligence for about 1,100 dealers in the U.S. We work very closely. We've got about 180 Tekion dealers, including some good ones in the crowd, and we work really well with Tekion. We think that you guys want to simplify what you're doing, and so we couldn't be more excited about this partnership. We've got a lot planned with them. This is a best-in-class solution. Our integration is really good with them, and we just think this is going to be a really great partnership for us. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Again, this all goes by, thank you, goes by our dealer partners, right? Dealers speak very highly of Scott and Wally about what he can do. And many things are complementary. Again, goes back to Tekion's core philosophy is, keep it as a fair game. and lets dealers make the choice what is the best application for their business. Of course, it's our job to deliver all the necessary information so that they can make the best choice. All right? Okay. Moving on from technology to professional services, change management, dealer onboarding. So I want to give a little bit more background. I know we have a few dealers who have already signed and waiting, and we have a lot more, right? We're growing fast, very, very, very fast. At the same time, we want to make sure that we do the right thing to scale, because we take your business very seriously. When you put your business on our platform, we don't take that lightly. So from a change management perspective, while we've grown a lot from dealer onboarding, it's an ecosystem that needs to sustain in multiple ways. One, getting our dealers onboarded, done the change management right. Second, ongoing, you need to make sure that your adoption of the platform and the product. One thing we have seen consistently, the more and the better you adopt Tekion platform, the more value you get. Okay, so now with that, what we did was, while we have grown, Tekion is grown, we are a 3,000 people company, but honestly not enough. The number of dealerships, and even just in the US, right? The size of the country, the size of the operations, we need a lot more on the ground. So the best way is, we found that dealers already work with a lot of partners, right? And then on the DMS side and customer onboarding, when we did the analysis, 2-3 years ago, we found out the quality of partners were not at all good, non-existent. There are like a few, but very, very poor quality. But in the other areas, we found there are so many ones, right? Good partners. I'm going to showcase a few. Dealers work with some very high quality partners on accounting practices. For example, Baker Tilly, some of you may know the name. They do a great job in accounting services and accounting partnership for dealers. McCallum, CLA, of course, even the big ones like Deloitte, they all have automotive practice doing different things, but don't touch the DMS. Now, for us, okay, that's a great opportunity. They know the automotive business. They work with the dealers. Why don't we, create a great partnership so that there is an ecosystem formed, not only for onboarding Tekion dealers. If you trust, of course, we will do the onboarding for you, but if you trust a partner that you've already worked with for many years, and these are very high quality partners, they're already good in change management. That's the most important piece. Adoption, change management, process, they're very, very good. Of course, we are really good in technology and the platform. How do we converge these two together so that there are more partners across the country and across the world where they can work with these partners directly? Again, it's your choice. Dealers make the choice. And honestly, we found many of these partners already work with many of our dealers. So I want to make sure that you all understand that we are expanding the ecosystem beyond technology partnership to professional services partnership as well, okay? All right. The AI that you can trust. Big topic. Everyone talks about AI, right? It also, one way, yes, it is simple. Another way, it's complicated. This quote comes to my mind, if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. Any of you remember who said that? Albert Einstein, right? So he invented solved some most complex science problems. He said, like, if you can't explain it simple enough, you don't understand it well enough. I'm going to try to explain simple enough on AI and connect. I'm sure many of you understand irrespective of it, but I want to make sure that it connects simply. Security, compliance, privacy becomes exponentially more important in the new AI world, okay? Many of you know what happened in this industry, year and a half ago or 2 years ago. That could be massive, even bigger impact with AI if something like that happens, okay? So we have put in a lot of rigor to build the foundation. Already it is stronger, so this won't be, this is not something, a claim that we make lightly. The most secure and reliable platform in the industry. If there is something else, please tell me. I want to know, because we want to do better. And this is something we don't take it lightly. We have put in a lot of rigor to get here and stay here and keep going in this direction. We have the highest level of industry certification validation. I don't think any other platform can claim that. So with that, here is the new one. Some of you might have already heard. So now we recently got ISO 42001 certification. As far as I know, I don't think there's any other DMS companies even close, which is the responsible AI development. We've gone through the rigor, to go through the rigorous audits on, how we use our data for AI specifically, how we train our models, so you can have the peace of mind. Of course, we'll have the peace of mind to make sure that we, keep it secure, but you can have the peace of mind that, your data is safe, even if it's AI. And how many of you, saw all these wild things going on with Claude bots and Moltbook? Anyone raise hands? Have you read? Please look up if you haven't. It's wild and scary, but you will get a feel of what it could become if it's not controlled, right? What I'm talking about is people created open source autonomous agents that was downloaded by people and started using, they thought it's cool, like Iron Man, they can interact with an AI agent like Jarvis, and it's fun, of course. What happened was it's true story, so look it up. AI agents got pissed off with their owner and went and leaked their identity on the web. It is true story, so look it up. And then there is also something called a Moltbook, which is a Reddit kind of interface only for AI agents. Humans are not allowed to participate. So that's what I'm talking about. Why, security is important, compliance is important, treating data right is important. So that's why, so I want to make sure you all understand, because almost everyone talks about AI, but what do we do with it, how we do with it, how securely we do it is so important, okay? I hope you get it, but feel free to, discuss, ask my team questions. They should be able to explain to you why this is different and why it's ground up. So we've completely, transformed. That's how it's been in our DNA. You might have seen, right, from a cloud native to AI native, truly. It has to happen ground up. You see some big points, right? Embedded AI, because we created this as a platform. It's not bolt-ons of AI agents doing one thing separately. Yeah, they may do it one thing separately well, but here is a problem. Your business is not, runs in silo. Your even service and parts is not run on silo, right? Your variable is not run on silo. Your customers cannot be handled silo. You need to know your customer. Doesn't matter, they buy a car, they come for service, they buy a part. So how do you connect the dots? All you're going to do is give a great experience in one place, but going to really upset the customer if they're coming for something else. So it has to be connected. So that's what it is about. We spent our time to create embedded intelligence systems and AI agents. Yes, we are continuing to launch AI agents, so stay tuned. There are a few exciting announcements at the end. I'm sure you'll all be excited about, right? How the AI agents talk to each other and harmoniously perform to the same goals. End of the day for us, as I said, we're going to get into specifics, but delivering value to your dealership, right? And then there is a focus about your business, which is the dealer side. And then there is a focus about consumer experience, and it has to come together, all right? Okay, so a few highlights on the AI native itself. So everything in Tekion is becoming AI already. Everything, the entire platform. So you don't have to go for different point solutions. Of course, if you want to, we have integrations with some great partners. You can always decide, it's your choice. But everything comes together with Tekion platform. With the LLMs, so we have our own, small kind of a training models, but it's LLM agnostic, and the data is trained within the enterprise itself. And then the AI connects the dots between voice, text, email, doesn't matter which channel the consumer comes from or what purpose they are coming in for, it's all interconnected experience, all right? Okay, there is a case study. What have we done? In 2025, we launched our service AI. So I'm going to share a little bit about, as I said, it's all about delivering value. I'm going to invite one of our top dealers, Mercedes-Benz dealers across the country, to come on stage. He's a phenomenal dealer, phenomenal operator. I even hear from other Mercedes-Benz dealers across the country talk about, oh wow, okay, it is that dealership, and they do an amazing job. We see their numbers there on the top, right? So and they're also great partners to adopt products very early, go through the product development lifecycle with our team. We have a process called as beta early adopters. There's a lot of hand raisers, but we choose a specific set of dealers to go through, even our AI products. So here is the case study, right? End of the day, delivering value. So we delivered it literally 5 months ago. So you see already 1,000+ dealers. In AI, adoption is the most important. Yes, you can deploy all kinds of tools. If your people don't really know how to bring AI about in their business, it's not much use. You can't justify ROI. So 90% adoption. And you see one of the key metrics you measure in fixed ops in service is dollars per RO. Consistently, we see an average of over $70. All right. With that said, actually, you know what? I'll have Sean talk about. There is an announcement, product announcements. I'll have Sean talk about the service AI, and there is a new announcement on the service AI itself, and I'll have him talk about both. So he has gone through both of these products in his dealership. All right. Okay. 2026, this is the future that you can be excited about. So I have 3, product announcements, quite exciting. All are AI, as I said, the entire platform is becoming AI. So what are we, working towards? Okay, before going into the AI, I want to talk something about the community. I am proud of the incredible dealer community we have, right? Many of you, there are many dealers who are not here, but incredible community. So we want to make sure that we keep increasing the value to bring the community together. So we are launching our first inaugural conference here in Vegas in June 15th to 17th, bringing all of our dealers together. And we have some great speakers, including the CEO of Ferrari is coming to speak. We have some, Vice Chairman of Goldman Sachs is coming to speak from the economy. We have an industry leader from Anthropic, which is the Cloud AI. So she's going to come and speak. So the theme itself is going to be data and AI. And we have leaders. At the same time, we are going to have deep workshops on the platform. How do you best adopt Tekion platform, get the best value, including dealers as case studies. There are some dealers who are going to be presenting how they've used the platform and gotten the value. Okay. And then the fun part about this one is, as you see, it's one community, one platform, and one bold future. So I'm really excited about that bold future. We are all in this together. Okay. All right. With that, agentic AI suite, just a snapshot. Everything is going to become agentic, and it's all connected to the one seamless platform. Okay. Can we go to the product announcement? I know you're all waiting for it. Okay. So let me start the first one. So there is a product demo video. So you will see that, and then I'll talk a little bit about that product, and then there are a few more things after that as well. Okay, let's start that.
What if your technicians didn't start every job from scratch? We believe every inspection should begin with context, history, insight, and clear direction. Introducing the Technician AI Agent, part of the Service AI suite. Before a vehicle even enters the bay, the agent analyzes service history, past repairs, and inspection data to highlight what matters most. So technicians know what to inspect and where to focus, right from the start. And with smart insights, the agent goes even further. It draws on patterns from thousands of technician inspections to surface issues commonly found on this vehicle. It's not just what happened to this car, but what typically happens to others like it. So technicians catch more, miss less, and recommend with confidence. Backed by real-world data, not guesswork. During inspections, technicians simply speak. The agent listens, transcribes findings, captures key measurements, and automatically updates inspection items, hands-free in real time. No clipboards, no rework, no wasted steps. The result is faster, more consistent safety inspections, reduced cycle time, and higher technician productivity across the shop. Technicians are the real heroes who do the work, but now they have an agent to work alongside them to elevate quality, speed, and confidence in every repair. For the techs who have been thinking, AI agents can't help me do my job, this one can.
I'm glad you all liked it. I'm quite excited about this product, right? As you know, as you see the top line, technicians are the real heroes who fix cars, right? Now we are going to have an AI agent that really makes them superheroes. Basically, have them perform better, perform more. And you also know there is another thing I'm excited about, which it's hard to get great technicians. You all know this. Retention is hard, and it's hard to train them as well. So now this AI assistant is going to be side by side doing that as well. Potentially can train new technicians on pretty much any cars. So it's great. I'm quite excited about. You see, it's a small snapshot of how the MPVI is automatically filled by the AI from the voice as well as the screenshot. You can, the technician will just do a walk around with their phone, and automatically it captures the snippet of videos. You just do one video, it takes the snippet of what it needs to take for a specific repair or problem and a potential correction from that. All right, super. Next, let's do the next product announcement.
Scheduling service should feel effortless for consumers and for dealership teams. Meet the Scheduler AI agent for service, part of the Service AI suite and native to the Tekion AI platform. Not another bolt-on tool, empowered by unified customer and vehicle data across the dealership. Because it operates within a single secure platform, the agent has full context without fragmenting data, adding risk, or sacrificing control. The result is smarter automation you can trust, built on the most complete view of your customers possible. It powers the modern service experience that car owners expect and dealers should demand. Your customers can call, text, email, or chat to schedule, reschedule, or cancel appointments easily and on their own terms. They can check vehicle status, run recalls, get directions and other quick answers without waiting on hold or navigating menus. For dealership teams, the AI agent handles routine scheduling and status requests automatically, reducing human-required interactions and freeing staff to focus on customers who are on the drive now. The result is less friction, faster resolution, and a calmer service drive for everyone involved. This is AI that shows up for consumers and gives your team room to breathe. This is what smart, modern service feels like.
Super. Okay, let's invite Sean Wiseman. Sean, please come to the stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being a great partner. I was telling Sean before I got onto the stage, how progressive his team is. And by the way, my product team loves working with his team. Early, especially anything new and early, right? So it's hard. While we put the rigor, he's one of the beta early adopters for many of our products, including the two AI products, Service AI and the Scheduler AI. Yep. So if you can touch a little bit on Service AI as well. I know we didn't really talk about it, but It'd be great. I know you're a great user of that. And then if you can touch on the Scheduler AI, how has it been your experience? That'd be great.
Absolutely.
Please, yeah.
So we'll start with the Service AI. We'll start with the Schedule AI because that starts the relationship with the customer. When we implemented it, it really allowed us to have a consistent process for every phone call answered in the dealership. Every appointment was then scheduled using the opcodes because it's fully integrated with the DMS system. That allows for the customer to have a better experience when they arrive in the drive because the advisors aren't having to then rewrite the repair order with the proper opcodes. The second part, what that's allowed us to do is have our team repurposed into revenue generating positions because they're not spending time scheduling appointments, checking status, and answering basic questions. We've allowed that team now to generate additional revenue by doing service reminders, inspection reminders, recall, getting loaner cars back, which we all know is a struggle to get back in a timely fashion, and it allows them to be revenue generated employees. Because the flow of that is now much more streamlined, it allows the advisors now to worry about selling, which then brings us to the Service AI aspect of it. As we talk about, finding technicians is not the easiest thing to do. But the ones that we do have are great at what they do, and that is fixing and repairing vehicles. What they are not the strongest at is writing recommendations and writing repair orders. So the service AI allows that recommendation to be written in a form and in terminology that the end user, the customer, truly understands and can accept. It allows the advisor then not to have to take the time in order to rewrite that to then ultimately send it to the customer, whereas their time is now better spent actually selling and generating revenue. We've seen a significant increase in customer pay revenue since we've moved to both of these platforms.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. And again, by the way, I have to tell, he's an incredible operator as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank you
any,
very much.
Mercedes-Benz dealer group you talk about, they'll know MB Rockwell, Mercedes-Benz of Rockwell. Their numbers are like off the charts, and he keeps pushing the envelope from a technology perspective. New things to innovate, how we can keep improving his business. Thanks a lot, Sean.
Thank you very much.
Your partnership, and thanks for being here.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's do the next product launch.
Data, without the right context and insights, cannot be acted on and cannot create real value. Introducing T1, one data platform, one AI, and one interface across your entire business. An interactive artificial intelligence for your business delivered at Tekion speed. T1 is built specifically for your business with the context needed to drive meaningful outcomes. It doesn't just see your data, it understands it. It connects every part of your dealership end to end, continuously learning and evolving, turning information into deeper insights and more valuable interactions over time. Built on Tekion's highly secure core data and AI platform, T1 brings instant intelligence to everything happening across your business. You can interact with T1 on any topic: customers, inventory, deals, repair orders, appointments, accounting, and more. T1 does the work for you, delivering insights you can act on, or allowing you to ask the AI to act on your behalf. Behind the scenes, grounded in a unified 360-degree view of your business, T1 orchestrates a network of specialized Tekion AI agents across service, sales, analytics, accounting, and beyond. So tasks don't just get answered, they get done. T1 goes even further. It becomes a role-aware artificial intelligence assistant for every person in your dealership. A sales manager, a service advisor, a controller. Each receives personalized answers, summaries, and guidance. An AI partner that helps them work smarter, faster, and more effectively every day. T1, one clear interface delivering intelligence for your entire business at Tekion speed.
So, few highlights I think it'll be great for you to know, right? We'll keep pushing the envelope with the T1 interface. We talked a little bit about some of the wild things happening in AI. Please make sure your people don't upload your enterprise data or your business data into public domain to get AI insights. Please don't do, and that's exactly very important because it's available for everyone. Everyone. They just need to know how to query it. I have some very specific examples, from CEOs of other companies who have shared with me, so please don't do. That's why we created T1. So basically, it's all, the context is your enterprise, and your data is secure, you can interact, you can ask the AI to take action. We are going to keep pushing the envelope so that you just have one interface, your staff and yourself can be highly efficient to drive the business. Literally, the AI can even take actions that needs to be taken, right, without your interaction in a periodic basis as well. There is a lot of great validation from the product perspective. So we'll keep pushing the envelope. There is an AI, corner here. So if you have any questions, and there is product demos are available, especially the scheduler AI. We have many dealers who have already tried it. So please go interact with the team. All right. With that, are you all excited about the future? Is this future exciting? Awesome. Thank you so much. I think we're wrapping up, and thanks to all of you for being here and being our dealer partners. Thank you.